Lower! Prepare to
Okay.
dock!
Oh, sorry about all of that. My name is Kyra, and this is chapter 16 of our Let's Play through Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Now, we're back on Andrestia, and then I realized I forgot to tell you about something. So just in case you didn't realize, this is, as you know, my tips are all like my tips, and I'm not sure if this is like something that is explained well enough, because I think there was like one little thing that pops up on the side, and then like it's never really explained. But if you have weapons and armor and stuff that you get, especially from the Ubisoft store and stuff like that, you can't like dismantle them. You can only like store them. So this is like your ship has storage. So this is where I dump all of the Ubisoft gear and all of the gold stuff that I don't exactly want to dismantle or sell because I'm not sure if I'm going to be using it later on. This is where I store them all. That way they're out of your inventory. It's not as, cluttered, because cluttered inventories are evil. That's just me. I have issues with that. But like, I would advise, just personal preferences again, but I would say if you're going to be dealing with like the epic gear and legendary gear and stuff like that, epic gear, if you don't want it, I would say sell it, because it does go for a fair amount of drachmae. With the blues and the whites, I would say dismantle it, because you need a lot of materials. You need to be able to upgrade your ship. You also need to upgrade your gear, especially if you found a set that has set bonuses that you quite like. You're going to want to upgrade your gear. So once again, it really does come down to like personal preference, but me, that's what I do. So I would dismantle anything on the purple, and then sometimes even purple because I can't bother to go and sell it, and then I will sell the rest. As far as the gold stuff is concerned, like a lot of people, like as I said, there's debates about whether the legendary is better or the epic is better. So if you have a look at the legendary, this is a sword and it's a dagger, so it's not an exact comparison. The dagger does less damage in general anyway, but what you'll see is that where the legendary sword will have like 7% to damage, etc., you'll have like less amounts. You do sometimes end up with more stats available on epic gear as opposed to legendary, but personally I go for the legendary gear because it does more damage, etc., and also it's like higher level of boost. But it really comes down to your preference, whether you find the right gears for the playstyle you're doing, because you'll notice that the armor and the weapons all have like separated damage. Like for example, the Griffin's Scythe, which is a legendary spear I got from killing a mercenary, adds like hunter damage, adrenaline on hit, and 20% damage with spread shot ability. Fantastic. But if I'm not using a bow that much, that's not going to help me. Or if I'm not using the hunter tree of skills, that's not going to help me. So for example, I might want to go for something that has assassin damage, like this one. So this has 6% assassin damage, and this one has warrior damage. So look for the stats that works to your build that you're going for. I am a mixed bag build. I'm playing on normal. It's pretty okay. Like, I've had no issues doing the mixed build because I'm on easy. I'm on normal, I suppose. But if you're on a higher level of difficulty, it might be a little bit harder. So it would depend on what level of difficulty you're playing, whether you need to specialize into a particular build or not. But anyway, so once you've stored the items, you can also retrieve them, obviously. But I probably won't retrieve all of these gears. Like, they're really good when you're starting out, like, because when you're starting, it's really hard to find blues and purples. But later on, you're going to be relying on the purples and golds, so yeah. Anyway, moving right on. Let's get to the main storyline quest, like the stuff you guys actually came here for, right? Let's go. Let's talk to Bananas.
So, did you kill your father?
Step, father.
I suppose the gods won't judge you too harshly for a step patricide.
Nikolaos raised me, trained me. He was My father. Even if he did try to kill me.
Is that better or worse? No matter. Yours isn't the only complicated family in the world.
We're gonna be nice to Barnabas. I really, really like him.
Thanks. I'm glad to have you around, Barnabas.
I'm happy to be here. Would anything else help?
Finding my mother. She's alive, Barnabas. At least, Nikolaos thought so.
Some good news, praise Ira. What's your plan? What course should I set, Captain?
For now, we go to Phokis. Elpinor said he'd meet me there. He owes me money and an explanation.
Aye, Kassandra. And let's seek the wisdom of the Pythia while we're there. If anyone has answers for you, it's the Oracle of Delphi.
Because I'm gonna be nice to him, though, with the experience that Kassandra had, like, the first response would make sense. Like, the Oracle is the one that decreed that Alexios had to die, so Kassandra ended up essentially losing her entire family because of that Oracle's prophecy. So I would say yes, the first one does make sense, but at the same time, Barnabas is a God-fearing or gods-fearing man, and he's all into his religion. I think it would be disrespectful to say that Oracle's a menace when he believes and he is acting on her best interest by saying we should go and see the Oracle. So I'm going to say I'll consider seeing the Oracle.
I'll think about it.
Good. You know, kings and queens travel to Phokis to consult the Pythia. She can start wars or end them. They say that...
Yes, I know. That's enough Oracle talk for now.
Back to business. You know where to meet Elpinor, I suppose?
His home is in Pilgrim's Landing, but Nikolaos's last words to me were a warning of snakes in the grass.
Sounds like you should make extra preparations.
Elpinor is the one who should prepare.
Meet me at Apollo's temple in Delphi when you're done dealing with the snakes. Oh, and Kassandra, in all the excitement I nearly forgot. Terrible things have happened to your home.
That old house? It was barely standing to begin with.
I meant Kefalonia. A sickness has spread across the island. They say it started in Kausos. There doesn't seem to be a cure. Many have died.
Alaka, that priest was right.
Just say the word. We can return to Kefalonia whenever you wish.
Thanks, Barnabas. I'll keep that in mind. Let's go.
Elpinor has a lot of explaining to do.
He does indeed. Oh, he knows Kyra. That's nice. Alright, so, yeah, remember how I had that chat with you guys about Kassos and consequences? Well, that was just it. So, I suppose we could go back to Kefalonia and have a look, but I think we should progress the main storyline. So let's do that.
sailing!
Commander on board!
Alright, let's get a marker going, because you know what's going to happen if I don't. We're going to get lost, and that will be terrible. So, like, for example, if we landed here, it would be pretty terrible, because it's level 34 to 38, and we are so not there. So, let's go to this place. The Wolf's Fate. Alright, let's mark that on the map. We know where we're going. Yeah, good, good. Alright, so I'm going to skip through
could be useful.
the sea travel, and I'll meet you when we're in Phokis. See you then.
Ready for docking!
Alright, and here we are in Kyra. Wow, my namesake. I'm pretty sure it's not pronounced Kyra, but anyway. Alright, so welcome to Phokis. It's a new town, a new area, which means that the war is still going. So, if you have a look at the map, the war is definitely going on the Spartan side. But you'll find the battlefield of Phokis here. So what we can do is trigger the war here. by killing a lot of Spartan soldiers, which is not good. But it's kind of going to be necessary to clear out all the forts and stuff. And then get the conquest war going, and then fight for the Spartans. That way Spartans regain the control of the area. Or you could even like, I'll be honest, like I think in this map you end up like kind of being able to start the conquest war really quickly. So if that happens, fight the conquest war for the Athenians, then go back and finish the rest of the locations off by killing the Athenians, and then fight for Sparta or whatever you choose. So there's multiple ways of doing it. I'm gonna try to do it like so that I don't have to do 2 conquest battles, but we'll see what happens. Alright, let's go and explore a little bit. What we are going to do is, okay, I'll be honest, I'm not going to go too crazy with the exploration, but there is a couple of things I do want to point out while we're here.
I remember Mother's stories of Kyra and the Sacred Wars. I wonder if she ever came here.
Good question. Alright, so we're first going to go to Phokis of the Olympians, and I'll have a quick chat about quests. Actually, on the way there, this is the message board if you didn't watch my video on side quests and so forth. So here you'll see quests with like different sort of markers. So this one has got like a time thing, which means that it's a time thing. It'll be there for a short time and it'll go away, or you have to complete it within a certain amount of time, blah blah blah. Or you're going to get quests like this, which has the orichalcum mark on it. It's like a currency. You can use it to buy items in the store that I'm going to talk about. You don't have to do these. Honestly, you can play the entire game, I think, without doing any of these, and it won't be a big problem, because all you're really doing is like little side quests that get you orichalcum. You can build up your amount of orichalcum and then buy legendary gear and so forth. But you come across legendary gears. I think generally what the big draw is going to be for these sort of things is the fact that they have skins for your people on the ship. Your crew, that's the word, your crew. And also for your ship as well. So if you want stuff like that, or you want some really cool looking legendary gear, then do these. So they're dailies and weeklies. I've done a few. I've done enough so that I bought one item from the store just to see what happens. And it does transfer across all of your games. So if you start a new game, you'll have access to the item. But they start at like level 5. So you'll have to like upgrade them later on. Or I think they start at the level that you get them. I'm not quite sure entirely because I haven't experimented too much with it. As I said, I have avoided going to any websites and watching videos and so forth for this game because I wanted this to be my playthrough. I have read one article that is spoiler free of like literally one word hints as to how to get a happy ending or the best ending. I'm not sure if I'm following it. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to follow it, but I'm going to play the way I want to play and then see what happens. And if she doesn't get a happy ending, I'm playing this again until I get a freaking happy ending, you hear me? Anyway. So yes, these are the side quests if you are going to do these quests from the message board that I will focus on. Personally, I will probably go around and do all of the side quests anyway, just because, why not? Like, seriously, why not? There's extra money, extra time in game, extra materials. I mean, I could definitely use them both, so, yeah. Anyway, moving on from that. So this is where you get the orichalcum. You do the quest, you get orichalcum, and then you come here to spend it. Let's have a talk to this guy.
Welcome, my friend. My name is Sargon, curator of mythical and extraordinary antiquities. I have everything your heart could desire and more. For a price, of course.
Let's be nice.
I've never met a merchant so proud of his goods. Your items must be impressive.
They're the finest in all the Greek world. I promise you that. Or may Zeus strike me down.
I'm always happy to part with some drachmi if the price is right.
I'm not interested in drachmi. The only currency I accept is orichalcum.
I've never heard of it.
Few have, thankfully. It's a precious metal from a time long before our own. It possesses many properties that Sargon finds appealing.
He sounds like a lecherous old man, but anyway.
What exactly do you sell?
Many things, my friend. Many things. I have weapons, armor, fashionable garments, and accessories for you, your friends, and even your ship.
What kind of merchant doesn't take drachmi?
The kind who is interested in rarer and more valuable forms of payment.
Tell me where to find Orichalcum.
You can find it all over the Greek world if you know where to look. You can also check the message board for special jobs. Sargon is not the only one to deal in Orichalcum.
All right. Let's see what you have to offer.
Okay, so as the thing says, complete daily quests and specific war contracts or bounties to obtain more Orichalcum. Alright, so we'll have a look at the store, see how that works. Okay, so you can see that the store is selling the weekly selection of epic gear in this case. Also Special Lieutenant, nice Lieutenant. Anyway, 100 Orichalcum, I don't have that. Or the Olympian's gift. So this is kind of, let's be honest, it's a loot box, basically. It's a roll your luck thing. It's 20 Orichalcum to buy them, so you can buy a bunch of them, roll them, see what you get. Okay, but I prefer these ones because I know exactly what I'm getting, but that's just me. So the braces that Kassandra has been wearing, the one with the chains, is the one I got from the Orichalcum store for 80 Orichalcum. I have no regrets. I really don't. But anyway, so we're gonna go and speak to our friend. If I can find the marker for... Oh, I didn't put a marker because I... Yeah. So we're going to go and we're going to have a chat. The Wolf's Fate, the quest is called. And we're going to have a chat to... where is he? Oh, he's over here. To Elpino! Let's see how that conversation goes. I'll meet you there. Level 10, you say? Mercenary, you say? Okay, I did get momentarily distracted by a mercenary. I'll be honest, I'm a bit of a mercenary hunter. When I see like a mercenary that is like below my level, I eliminate them. That's terrible, I know, but at the same time, they usually have good gear that I want, and also there's an achievement of killing them. So anyway, moving on.
Ah, Misthios. How was Megaris?
The wolf is dead.
Excellent. The full amount as promised. You expected me to haggle? Come now, Kassandra. It isn't every day I have someone kill their own father. But he wasn't your real father, was he?
Okay, so if we obviously go for the sword option, like the two swords crossed, that's immediately gonna become bad. I don't really want to do that. I don't think Kassandra's that hot-headed, in my view anyway. How did you know about Nikolaus? Why did you want Nikolaus dead? I'm gonna go with how did you know about Nikolaus, because I just want to know how he knew that he wasn't my real father, when I didn't know.
How did you know Nikolaus was my stepfather?
I love theater. All of the arts, really. A great general throws his own children off a cliff on the say-so of the oracle. It is a tragedy for the ages.
You think my life is entertainment?
Oh no, my friend. It is art. I know. It's a lot to take in all at once. Come. Tell me, Misthios, did you learn anything worthwhile in your dealings with the wolf?
I don't think he's our friend. Honestly, I don't think he's our friend. I'm uncomfortable with the amount of information he has on us to begin with. And I don't want to tell him anything, so I'm gonna go with I'm not telling you.
I'm done talking. I should kill you where you stand.
Temper, temper. And they said you'd be different. But blood is blood, I suppose.
They? What blood?
You really are more brawn than brains, aren't you? A shame. I could have used you for more of my errands.
Malaka! You think you can play with me? I'll cut out your tongue.
Uh-oh.
So disappointing.
Uh-oh. Well, we know where that's going. Fine. Either. Ooh! We're not doing a lot of damage, are we? At level 12, I'm using a level 10 sword. That could be a problem. It's okay. I'll just dodge a bit. There we go. Have some Ring of Chaos. Have a Spartan kick. And let me just cut you up a little. Yeah? Yeah. Ring of Chaos! Ring of Chaos. My favorite skill ever. Alright, die. Come on, man. Just give up. Your friend is dead. You ain't gonna make it. You know it. Here we go. Bye-bye.
Pinor snuck away like a coward. I should investigate his house.
Okay, let's do that. Stop yelling, people. That was self-defense.
A letter to Elpinor. Phoebe, you led him right to me.
Okay, so the opinion's note says, Krithos, you were right about the Kephalonian peasant girl. She led me right to the Mythios, near the ancient ruins of Krainoi. You did good work tracking them down. Now, to get them both to trust me. Did I ever tell you I was a fan of theatre? As for you, find your payment in Phokis. Signed, Elpinor. The bastard. Alright.
Elpinor's looking for a woman. I wonder who he wants in his slimy grasp now.
Sorry, I closed that. I'm not sure if I can get the note back up. Because this is kind of really relevant to the story, so... Here we go. Opinions... Okay, this one. Papyrus to Elpinor. Elpinor, in regards to your search for the woman. If anyone should ever know her whereabouts, it'd be at that crazy priestess at the Asclepios Sanctuary. I'll go there myself, but she terrifies me. Yours, Antonide. So I'm guessing if we can find Asclepios Sanctuary, we might be able to find out where our mother is.
This is a ship manifest. Elpinor's selling weapons to both Athens and Sparta. He wants this war to go on forever. I have met some treacherous people. None of them compared to Elpinor. I'm going to look under every rock and every shadow until I find and kill this vile serpent.
We shall indeed, Kassandra. Have no fear. Okay, so that's Wolf's Fate done. Oh, we've also leveled up. Fantastic. Alright, so what we're going to do next is continue the main storyline. And to do that, what we're going to have to do is... Alright, so it says Snake in the Grass, which is the next storyline. It just says find Elpinor. Elpinor's still in Phokis. That's Phokis. Finding one person is not going to be easy. So what we are going to do is make it easier by going and consulting a ghost. Or rather to speak to the Oracle of Delphi. So, that's going to be next chapter. I hope you'll come back. I hope you enjoyed this one, even though it was a little bit chaotic and probably short once I edit out a lot of stuff that happened in between. But either way, I hope you'll come back, and I hope you'll join me, and most of all, I hope you have a lovely, lovely day.